Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Hi, how are you? My name is Erica and I make videos all about handbags, lifestyle, beauty, and decor. If you have not yet, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and come visit with me twice a week. Today, guys, I have a very fun video. It is a practice I have been utilizing lately in my life the last month or so, which is my weekend bag. So a shift into a smaller, maybe even medium-sized bag. So I am going to share with you kind of my reasons behind it, and also share with you some bags that I like to switch into, and also picking and choosing what from my large bag goes into my smaller bag. So stick around and let's get into the bag. Okay guys, this massive behemoth is my weekday bag. This is the Moda Hobo from Eddie & Agner. You recently saw me unbox this bag and I just absolutely love it. It is this beautiful, thick leather, just soft black, massive carry-all bag. It really does hold it all. I will actually show you on the screen all of the items laid out on a table or the floor, just to kind of give you an idea of really just how much this bag can pack. And admittedly, if you are new to my channel and you've never watched a video before, I am a pack rat. I am a Mary Poppins bag kind of person. I like to hold everything and anything that I could possibly have or need on my person at all times. And I think that is a habit that stems from my college days. I would leave the house, during that routine in my life at around 7:30. And because I balanced a full-time school schedule and a part-time work schedule, there were days that I went right from school into work and I never had the chance to stop at home. So a lot of the things that I was carrying were all in my bag. So I just had to be prepared for anything because I wasn't going to be able to stop off at my house. And so I just got in the habit of carrying a lot of stuff. Now, usually I don't mind carrying a lot of stuff. I like to be that very prepared person and just ready for anything. However, what I've noticed is that during the weekends, I don't like to carry this big bag for a couple reasons. First and foremost, as I've gotten older, I've noticed a lot of shoulder and back pain, and I think big bags like this just don't help it. And I'm definitely more active on my weekends, meaning I'm in and out of more places. I go for longer periods of time versus my weekdays. For a bag like this, 2 days of the week I work from home, so the bag doesn't even usually leave the house. And on the days that I'm in the office, the bag is picked up in the morning and then picked up again to sit in my car seat on the drive home, in the evenings, and once in a while if I go out for lunch. So I'm really not carrying this bag and all of its weight a heck of a lot during the week. But on the weekends, when I'm in and out of thrift stores or coffee shops or things like that, I am much more active, and this bag is definitely something that weighs me down. I've seen and heard and watched a lot of people that go from big bags like this to smaller ones on the weekend, and I have to say it wasn't a very typical practice for me, but now it's kind of become more religious, as I have been doing this for about a month and a half, and thus the reason I am making this video. So I want to first go over some of the bags that I like to use, and then for what occasion I use them for, and then we will get into smaller pouches and things like that, and how I choose what to carry, and then based on what bag. Let's move this one aside and let's get into some of the bags that I have been using quite a lot. So the first go-to bag that I use a lot is my Rebecca Minkoff Evil Eye bucket bag. I absolutely love this bag for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, it is genuine leather, but because, we have this canvas bag and it is sort of like not a patchwork, but in the sense it's not solid all over leather. It's not the entire body of the bag. I feel like this bag is a lot lighter than some of my other leather bags. I also really love the look of this bag. It is a guaranteed compliment kind of bag. I get a lot of compliments and oohs and ahs when I carry it because it just is so unique. I've just never seen a bag quite like this. And I also love the drawstring closure mechanism. Plus, this bag really has surprised me in terms of how much it really can carry. If I don't want to switch into a smaller wallet or a smaller beauty pouch, even my larger ones are able to fit in here. I'm not necessarily able to drawstring it closed at that point, but the fact that they do fit in the case that I'm maybe in a hurry or I don't want to switch into those like smaller pouches, this one is perfect because it does carry a little bit more than meets the eye. LOL, pun intended. Also, there is an emotional attachment to this bag simply because my husband got it for me for Christmas, and I just really love it also for that reason. So typically, honestly, of all the bags I switch into on the weekends, this is my #1 go-to. The next bag I've been carrying, although not nearly as much as this one, is the Cambridge Satchel Traveler in the large size. This comes in large and it comes in small. This brand is made in the UK, and this is not my first from Cambridge Satchel, but I absolutely adore this bag. I love the look of it. It definitely has kind of like an old school camera bag look to it. Now, this one is an immediate attention grabber from those around me. I've gotten so many compliments when I wear this bag out. And I think it's just because this brand is not, I'm in the United States, this brand is not really sold in the United States. I've only ever seen it or been able to get it online. My first one, I was actually in London when I purchased it. So I think for the fact that this brand is not, you know, oftentimes seen, it's not like a Dooney & Burke or Coach or maybe a Kate Spade where it is more conventional in the United States. This is a very unconventional look and bag and brand for us. And I also just love it because it is that larger size. I think it does carry a decent amount. There's built-in organization with 2 side pockets. You open this up and you have this front compartment and this larger compartment in here. Now, the one drawback I have for this bag right now is that because I don't give it as much love as I should, it is still quite stiff. So whereas the Rebecca Minkoff, because it's like that canvas lining, is a bit more malleable, this leather is definitely a lot harder to work with. Although my red Cambridge Satchel that I have, because I've carried it for much longer, I used it for months when I first got it, I feel like it's a lot more malleable. So I'm not saying that this leather will stay stiff forever, at least in my experience, it will kind of mellow out, but right now it is kind of difficult because the leather is just so stiff. But I love it, and I have been trying to circulate it a lot more often. One other option I want to show you for a good like small medium bag and for just a typical weekend of going shopping in and out is the Rebecca Minkoff Boxy Crossbody. I actually received this for my 30th birthday, so it does definitely have some emotional value for me. But also, I genuinely love this bag. I go into dips and like ebbs and flows of like big bag, small bag, big bag, small bag. Typically in like spring, summer is when I like to start carrying like smaller bags. I think just because it's hot and I don't necessarily want to carry a big tote. This is one that I would recommend if you are trying to permanently go into like a smaller or more medium-sized bag because you just can't handle the large bag anymore. This is a perfect bag, and let me explain why. First and foremost, it's super chic. I really just love how Rebecca Minkoff did this bag. But the pockets on the front that you see, while they look really cool, they're all super functional. Plus there's this like larger zip compartment here that you can basically, I fit my whole hand in. And on the back, there's actually a magnetic slip pocket, and then there's also built-in pockets on the inside of the bag as well. In lieu of pouches or like beauty pouches, things like that, you are now able to utilize those pockets as pouches versus having to carry extra. So I think this built-in organization allows you to, one, stay organized obviously, but also kind of eliminate the necessary pouches that one would need if it was more of like a just kind of like a, you know, a Rebecca Minkoff bucket bag where there is no pockets and you're just kind of left to dump everything and you want some organization. This one will give it to you, and it really does kind of pack a punch without ever feeling very heavy. And Rebecca Minkoff also released a miniature version of this, so if you feel like even this is too big, look at the mini version. It's just as cute, I promise you. Although I don't think this like teal suede is available anymore. This was retired like last year. So unfortunately this isn't available, but there are some fun, cute colors and patterns available. So all the bags I just showed you would be bags that I would typically carry on days I'm going thrifting, shopping, in and out of restaurants, things like that, where I can kind of carry my necessities plus some smaller extras, versus if I'm going traveling, if I'm going to maybe a wine tasting or a festival, I want to carry something even smaller. So let me go over some of the bags that I love for those occasions and are even smaller and lighter than these. So the first one, just one of my all-time favorite go-tos for events, kind of like, you know, traveling or wine tastings or things like that, is my Urban Southern Half Moon belt bag. I actually took this to Nashville with me and it was so perfect. It's such a great travel bag. The thing I like about it is the fact that it has this built-in slip compartment and then 2 built-in credit card slots. So you don't even need a wallet for this bag. So this is perfect to carry some chapstick, your credit card, your license, and maybe like, you know, hand sanitizer or your mask, something like that, where it definitely, it has no depth, but it does kind of expand because of that leather. It will allow you to carry more than you think. I also really like the post closure. I think that's a perfect way for, like, you know, just the security of the bag. You know, you don't have to worry about somebody going in and out. And again, I actually tested this bag in my travels and I absolutely loved it, but it definitely won't carry nearly as much as some of the other bags I showed you. So I really do think this is more geared towards like an event versus a day. Moving on to the next bag, this is the 5-pocket crossbody from Urban Southern. Another fantastic, smaller, lighter bag, but something I really love about this one, again, is that it has like an accordion style entry and like all these are pockets. So if you're somebody that wants to carry, again, a lot less than some of the other bags, but more than like a Half Moon belt bag, I think this is perfect. Plus, the organization is phenomenal and you're guaranteed not to lose things in this bag. Plus, if you have a small like wallet that you just don't want to be without, that will fit in the large compartment of this bag. The last thing I want to talk about is maybe like a wristlet, like wallet type juncture, where it's a little larger than a wallet, but definitely has those compartments and maybe like the credit card slots where you're able to just kind of like, you know, go like this and it stays secure on your wrist. I really love the ruby wristlet from Urban Southern. And another one that I oftentimes frequent is my bed stew wallet. I love that it is like a tie-dyed leather and then it has a removable adjustable crossbody strap and a wristlet depending on how you want to carry it. All of those are different options that I oftentimes go to when I'm trying to shrink into a smaller bag. Now, the one I will leave is my Rebecca Minkoff Evil Eye Bucket bag, just because, again, this is the bag I just go to the most, so I feel like it is the most fitting to kind of show you what I put inside of it. So again, first part of getting into a smaller bag is pick your event, pick your occasion. What are you doing? Do you need a lot? Do you want kind of like a medium-sized fit? Determine where you're going and what would be the best for that. So like I said, if I was going to a winery, when I took that Half Moon belt bag in Nashville, we were going on a like pedal tour of the city. So I wanted something that was close to my body and also super light, and I didn't need anything on me. That's a perfect choice for an event like that. But when I'm going in and out of stores or shopping or going to a restaurant, this is a perfect choice for me because, again, I'm able to carry a bit more than just the very, very basic essentials. So let's get this bag back out. Now, again, I showed you all that I have in this bag. It's a lot. It is literally too much. For sure. So the second thing I do when going from this to this is to assess, to kind of go through in my head, what is it that you carry the most often? So off the top of my head, something I carry often and always need, and that's the biggest point. What do you carry and what is it that you need? So the first thing is my wallet. This is a Hobo International wallet I've been carrying, actually a lot bigger than my typical wallet. I have been carrying that Marc Jacobs wallet, and even before that I like to carry very small ones. This is much larger, but I mean, what's not to love? And it's also super organized, so, and this would be perfect for the winery if you wanted to, but this has been my wallet. So that is something I go to very often. This is my beauty pouch. I find that I'm in it quite often, although I don't need everything in it. So there is that. Another thing that I use as a fur mom is my Flint roller, never clean on camera, so we're gonna put that out. I always need my pen, although it doesn't have to be this fancy, it can just be a normal pen, you just never know. I always use a hand lotion, although if I am going on like, you know, a pedal tour or whatever, I don't need this, but I have usually been carrying this, so it fits in there. So there's that. And then I have my mask, and then I always have my chapstick. This is everywhere. It doesn't matter what bag, it's my chapstick. So there is that. So these are my essentials. These are, of all the things, I don't need my book, I don't need 3 pens, I don't need my notebook, I don't need my journal, I don't need my magazine that I'm reading, I don't need my AirPods. Like, there's a lot of things I just don't need. I also carry, you know, body spray, and then I have, you know, the hair, like dry shampoo, like all things I could be using but don't necessarily need. I don't reach for them constantly during the week. But all of these are things I reach for constantly. But even this, we'd have a difficult time fitting in this bag. So then I take a look at pouches, because obviously these are perfect for a large bag, but not necessarily great for my smaller one. So let's get into pouches. So the first thing I see is my beauty pouch, which is a very fun Patricia Nash one and definitely fit for a larger bag. I also have anything I could need for an emergency, but definitely not things that I need every day. But let's just take a look and assess at what I have in here and what I could use and what I know I need all the time. So something I know I need all the time is ibuprofen. Must have it, always use it. And I am prone to headaches, especially in the springtime weather when it's just all over the place. I don't want to not have it. So we're gonna definitely take that with us. And then another thing that I cannot bear to be without is my compact mirror. You just don't know when you need to fix up your makeup, when you need to, I don't know, check something in your teeth, pluck a man hair, which plucking a man hairs is a beautiful segue into the next object I almost rarely ever without, and that is my tweezers. So that's something. And then the next thing that I just feel like I always have to have is a hair tie or a hair bobble. And then lastly, I need at least 1 or 2 bobby pins. So we have taken this massive pouch again that has Tide to Go. Should probably be a necessary thing, but we're gonna just take the risk and not have it. I have a perfume. Again, I could use it, but I don't necessarily like always apply. I apply it in the morning before I go, and I'm pretty good throughout the day. We have 1,000,001 different types of lip products because I have a problem. And then we have Vaseline, again for my hands, but I feel like because I'm carrying this whole lotion, I don't need my Vaseline. We also have extra masks and extra bobby pins, but again, not necessary because I've already pulled 1 mask and a bobby pin. So this can go back into our large bag. Now, for different types of pouches, I have this very fun ivory yellow one that's very tiny. I love this rainbow Le Sport Sac one. I've actually showed you guys this in so many What's in My bags. It actually looks much larger than it really is, and that's what I like about it. It fits a lot, but I feel like it goes into a lot of small bags. So that's another one to use. And then also I have this thrifted like Coach wristlet that's also kind of a good in-between of the Le Sport Sac and the Ivory Ella one. But I think for all that I'm carrying now, I think we can go with the Ivory Ella. So I'm gonna open this up. Again, I have my ibuprofen, my hair bobble, my compact mirror, my bobby pin, and my tweezers. So that can just be zipped up and put in my purse. Next, let's tackle the wallet. So this wallet is, again, can fit in here, but it sort of like juts out like this. I have carried it like this, but it's not necessary. So I go into this wallet and I have a lot of things. I have multiple debit cards, my insurance card, I have my HSA card, I have gift cards, punch cards, store cards. Like, I have a lot. I really only use one card and my license. That's pretty much it. So for that, I can easily pluck that out of this bigger wallet and put it into, say, my card wallet from Life on Mars Goods. Another option is your card wallet from Portland Leather Goods, a definite fave, especially if you do need to carry a little bit more than one or two. And then another zip wallet from Portland Leather Goods. But for the occasion and the fact that I really only gravitate towards 2 cards, we can put the 2 cards from this into here, and then we can go ahead and put our wallet, larger wallet, back into our larger bag, and we can put our card wallet in our bag. So that leaves us with a few more items. So my Flint roller goes in here, no problem. There's nothing I'm gonna put that in. I have my Vera Bradley mask with this very fun dog print on it that I absolutely just love. And then we have the pen, which admittedly I don't always use a pen, but you know what? I have found that I need it. I don't have it, so we're gonna put that in there. My Grams Natural Amazing Miracle Cream that I love so much. It has definitely made a massive difference on my hands. I'll make a video all about that. We're gonna go ahead and put that in there, and then we are gonna go ahead and put the chapstick. You could either put it in here, but something I love about this Rebecca Minkoff bag is it is able to just kind of go on the outside like so, so I have very quick access to it. So we have packed for our much, much smaller bag. So again, I really encourage you to just go over the things like in your mind that you reach for daily. This is something that I've kind of developed with time and realized that I do want to start carrying small bags. It has been because I've carried small bags in the past where I go in those ebbs and flows of when I carry the small bag. I really evaluate what I'm carrying in the larger bag that I don't necessarily need all the time. I have actually a whole video on downsizing. I will link in the description box down below. But that is the method into getting into a smaller bag, at least in my book. I really do encourage using smaller pouches, smaller wallets, and that will hold you over. You can have your bigger pouches for your larger bags, but get yourself a nice, fun, compact set to get into the smaller bag. I also, again, really encourage assessing the situation that you're going in and what bag would be best for you and best for the occasion, but ultimately what bag is best for you. Another really fun reason to go into a weekend bag is because you are really able to circulate a lot of bags in. I, again, tend to gravitate towards much larger bags, but I do have a decent collection of small bags that I don't necessarily get to use all the time because I feel so stuck in my larger ones just because I like them more. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my small bags, but I just feel like the bigger bags work best for my lifestyle. But it means that on the weekends, these bags that don't really see all the love during the week do get the love and do get the attention that I don't necessarily pay them during the weekday. So I feel like this is also a really good way of circulating your collection and making sure that some of these bags actually get used. But I really hope that you enjoyed watching me switch into my weekend bag, and just know that this is a practice that I've been doing for the last month, and I really just wanted to share it with you. I just think, again, it's a nice way to not break your back on the weekends, circulate your bags a lot more, and maybe for safety purposes, you're not leaving your bag, your larger bag, in the car all day, and you actually get to carry and show off some of your smaller bags. So I would love to know how or what you put in and how you decide to put in to your weekend bag. I know that everybody does things a little bit differently, so let me know why you choose to put in what you do. I would love to know, and maybe I can adapt it into my own weekend bag routine. But that all being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really, really am appreciative that you took the time to watch until the end and kind of see all of the madness that is the process of getting into this. I hope you have a fabulous day and a fabulous week ahead, and I cannot wait to catch you in my next video. But until then, I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys!